Welcome to episode 2 of my map making series. In this episode I'm going to show you how you can spawn a villager or any mob for that matter with a pet dog. In previous versions this would have been impossible, but due to a change in version 25W02A it's now possible to link any mob to the owner tag of a dog, including villagers, sheep, zombies and even other dogs. So if we now spawn a dog and compare its owner tag to the UUID of the player, we'll see that they're exactly the same. But how do we spawn a villager with a pet dog? Well, we're gonna use Datapacks. In the Datapacks function folder you're gonna add a folder called spawn, a tick function and a load function. And in the spawn folder you'll need to add two functions with the names dog and villager. Now, the first function we're gonna write will be the load function, which will run every time the datapack is loaded. And if you don't want to write any code and just want to use the datapack, you can just download it using the link in the description. And you know, while you're down there, why don't you leave a like and subscribe. So in the load function, the first command you'll write will be kill every entity with the tag dog villager. And dog villager is just the tag that we're gonna give every entity we're spawning with this datapack. Then you're gonna write clear all items with the tag spawnx from every player's inventory. And spawnx again is just a tag I wrote that just includes all spawnx. Again, you can download the JSON file using the link in the description. And you know, while you're down there, why don't you? And the third and last command in the load function will be give every player a villager spawn egg with a custom name villager with dog spawn egg, and it's gonna spawn a marker with the tags spawn dog villager and dog villager. And that's it for the load function. And next we're gonna tackle the tick function, which will, as the name suggests, run every tick or 20 times a second. Now, the only command you'll have to write in this function is going to be execute as every entity with the tag spawn dog villager, and at the position of the entity, run the function villager in the spawn folder. Alright, let me explain what's happening here. Whenever you use the spawn egg from the load function, a marker with the tag spawn dog villager will be spawned. And the command in the tick function will then execute the spawn villager function as and at this marker. Okay, but what does the spawn villager function do? Well, first it's gonna summon a villager with the tags dog villager init, dog villager and dog villager villager at the position the function is executed. The next command will, as every entity with the tag dog villager init, execute the function spawn dog with the entity data of the entity executing the function, which will be the villager. And the last two commands in this function will remove the tag dog villager init from the villager and kill the marker. The last function, which is the spawn dog function, will again have only a single command, but this command is a special command called a macro. Macros are essentially just normal commands with a distinct feature, this being that you can use variable data from NBT storages and entity or block data in the command. You might remember that we added the with entity at s at the end of the execute function in the spawn villager function. This means that we're importing the villager's entity data to the macro command in the spawn dog function. Oh, what's that now? You want me to move on to my next talking point and stop talking about macros?
Well, alright, but only if you like and subscribe.
Well, first you'll need to add a $sign to indicate that this is a macro. What? Oh, okay, fine. So you'll summon a wolf and make sure to write wolf and not dog as I have at the villager's position with the tags dog villager and dog villager dog. And finally the owner tag is set to the UUID of the villager using macro. So to recap everything this pack does, first it kills every entity with the tag dog villager and clears all spawn eggs from every player's inventory. It then gives every player a villager spawn egg that instead of spawning a villager spawns a marker that when it's placed down will run the spawn villager function. This function will then spawn a villager and execute the spawn dog function with the villager's NBT data as an input, which spawns a dog at the marker's position with the villager's UUID in the owner field. The script finishes by killing the marker, leaving just the villager and the dog. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Do feel free to like and subscribe and comment down below if there's a specific thing you'd like me to cover. Again, you can find the download link for this pack down in the description, actually right below the subscribe